Hi, friend. If you're here, you might be feeling overwhelmed, maybe anxious, scattered, exhausted from trying so hard and still feeling behind. I get it. You're not broken. I'm Dr. BigSister, a pediatrician, mental health educator, and dog mom to this little one. This is Lucky. She's my pup. She's 5 years old. She's a black lab Aussie mix. And she comes to the hospital with me to do therapy dog work. Today, I wanted to share a few calm, real-world tips that have helped people with ADHD and anxiety. And helped me too. Let's take a deep breath together. And let's go on a walk. One thing that I think is important to know is that anxiety is the most common condition we see in people with ADHD. In fact, about 50% of people with ADHD have anxiety. And it's not any wonder considering everything you've gone through in your life and the stresses and how impactful ADHD can be. Lucky's going to be sniffing a lot on this journey, so. ADHD makes it hard to focus, makes it hard to just switch tasks or remember what you're doing. And then anxiety, snack break, hold on, okay. Anxiety tells you that failing at those things means that something is wrong with you. You're not failing. You have a brain that works differently. And there are ways to work with it, not against it. So it's important to get some tools. Being overwhelmed does not mean that you're lazy. If you've ever sat in front of a task for hours and couldn't start, not because you didn't care, but because it felt like climbing a mountain to just get started, that's not laziness. That's something called executive dysfunction. And it's basically like your brain's start engine is stuck. You can't get motivated to just start. And compassion helps with this way more than self-criticism. But people with ADHD are really good at criticizing themselves. In fact, you're like your own worst, best critic. Oh, okay, let's take a snack. Yes, that's nice. Good girl. Is this good snacks? Yeah? Okay. Should we keep going with our walk? Okay, let's keep going. Something people with ADHD are often told when they're little is just do it. Just get organized. Why can't you just do it? Just focus. And you've probably been told this in your life. But ADHD doesn't respond to force. Like criticism and force is not helpful. You need different tools. So, what kind of tools work for ADHD? Where is she? There. Oh, here she comes. Okay. ADHD responds best to structure, flexibility, and support. So, instead of pushing and forcing, try using scaffolding. Use timers, make lists. One of my favorites that I do with my best friend is called body doubling, where we call each other and we just put each other on speakerphone and we're going to do the thing that we don't want to do and they're going to do the thing they don't want to do. And sometimes we clean the house that way and it works. It's crazy, but it works. You're not weak for needing tools. You're smart for using them. Another important thing with ADHD and anxiety is grounding. One of my favorite grounding tools that I use is Lucky. Here, see, we're back on the sniff patrol. Taking walks with Lucky helps me breathe and slow down and look around. watching their calm presence can bring your nervous system back to safety. Dogs don't judge, they just are. And that can be incredibly healing. Something that we talk about a lot is self-care. And self-care does not have to mean candles and baths, though those are great. I do enjoy a candle. For ADHD brains, self-care might mean putting a basket by the door so you don't forget your keys. Oh, are we having a snack again? Okay, here you go. Self-care for ADHD might mean eating before you get hangry. Small systems that you can create to reduce chaos. That's the real self-care. You ready to go, Luck? Okay, here we go. It is important with ADHD and anxiety to take reset breaks. Something that happens really commonly is that you will be spiraling. So and this isn't externally necessarily, right? This is your brain, your body. It feels like you are spiraling in a thought process and you feel paralyzed. You need to break the spiral, and this can be a reset break. This is not a doom scrolling break, and by that I mean don't doom scroll to take a break. That's not a break. A break that has good scientific evidence behind it would be moving your body and going for a walk. Stand up and go for a walk. You will break the spiral. One of my favorite ways to break the spiral is actually naming colors that I see. So when I feel myself go into an anxiety spiral and I'm focused on whatever the thing is that I'm anxious about, I start naming the colors that I see. Green, gray, clouds, yellow, green, dark green, light green, black, brown, dark brown. And just that alone flips you back into the present moment and can break that spiral. Rinse your hands in cold water. The shock of the cold water will break the spiral. Pet your dog. Talk to your dog. This is not wasted time. This is nervous system maintenance. Something that I see with ADHD and anxiety is the impact that structure can have. And structure really calms the brain. ADHD brains crave novelty. They crave that dopamine rush, but they need structure. Routines don't have to be rigid. They just need to help reduce decisions, because with ADHD, decision fatigue is real. You'll see this with like Steve Jobs. Well, that was my finger. Sorry about that. With Steve Jobs, he had a uniform, and he talked about this a lot. He did not want to wake up every morning and try to figure out what to wear. No, I don't want to think about that. I wear a black turtleneck and jeans and my New Balance sneakers every day, and that is what I wear. And that just was one less thing he had to make a decision about, and that is so important. As part of why I love wearing scrubs at my job, I don't have to think about what to wear. I wear scrubs. That's what I wear. So try a 3-step morning routine. Keep it visual. Keep it light. Structure is not punishment. It's supposed to be freedom. Man, she is on a sniff about today. Did you know that just 10 minutes with a dog can lower cortisol and boost your serotonin? Dogs stay present. They can help you stay present. They encourage movement. They do not expect perfection. And that's a really powerful mirror. One thing I do with Lucky in the evening is do a 30-second breathing break. I'll put my hand on my chest. I'll put a hand on my dog, Luck, if she's nearby, or I'll just watch her from across the room. And I just inhale slowly and exhale slowly. And as long as she has not been playing fetch, I can match my breath to hers. Just take a deep breath in and out. Just a few rounds. It'll stimulate your vagus nerve, which helps you go into parasympathetic, which is rest and relaxation. So just keep breathing in and breathe out. Put your hand on your chest. Oh, hi, babe. Are you checking in? That's so nice. Oh, we're gonna have a snack. Okay, here you go. You want to have another one? Can you sit? You have to sit. Oh, good job. Okay. These are things I want you to remember. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are doing the best you can with a busy and brilliant brain. And the most powerful shift that you can make is offering yourself grace. ADHD and anxiety do not define you, but understanding them and how they affect you can give you real freedom. If this video helped, leave some paw prints in the comments so I know you were here. I post calm, helpful content every week, always soft-spoken, dog-friendly, and shame-free. Subscribe if you want to feel less alone in your brain. From me and Lucky, take good care of yourself. You deserve peace.